Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to be talking about my old case. Actually, it's still a new case, but it's the one that I originally picked out when I built my new machine, Bahamut over here. In its first iteration, this was the case. So this is the Corsair SPEC-03, aka the Bane case, as you can see why with the grill on the front. Not wearing my Batman shirt, it's Marvel today. So why did I switch? Good question. There's a few things. This is actually a really good case. The airflow is really good. It's one of the few mid-towers I found that had 140 millimeter fan support up front. It just allowed for a lot of airflow. So let's just take a quick tour of the case here. It's got a nice smoked panel here, which I tend to like that style a little bit better. The thumb screws, they stay on the side panel. That's a nice feature. As you can see, some of the PCIe protectors are missing right here because I was using it. I just never got around to putting them back on. So it's pretty roomy for a mid-tower case. So a few things to note. There are two 5 1/4 bays, and then three 3.5 inch bays, and two SSD mounts up top. This is actually pretty nice. It has a nice spring to it. You can just pop it right in there and it clips onto it. There's a little screw right here that it pops into place and holds it securely. I really like this. The only thing that was difficult was cable management. Was kind of funny because I had to route the cable. It wasn't close to the back. The cable management was fine here. It came with the ATX standoffs already in there. Nice big hole for adding your aftermarket cooler. This particular case came with three fans, 220 millimeter up front wide LED, and then just a plain 120 millimeter in the back. So, you know, for $50 US, this is a pretty good deal for a case. It's very solid, very well built. Let's see. Did I cover everything that was on the inside of here? All your front panel connectors. The cable management is okay. I mean, it has some good cutouts, but no rubber grommets. Though I wouldn't expect that at this price point. Let's see, what else do we got in there? There are some mounting screws for fans here, though I wouldn't try to put a radiator down here on the bottom. There's just not a lot of room for extra water cooling, and I'll get to that in just a minute. This does appear, yes, you can remove this bay if you want to, and you can also remove the 5 1/4 bays. No, maybe not. That looks like it's riveted in. Maybe not. I'd have to double check. It just seems weird. It seems like it would be able to. There's a screw there. I'll look into it. Going on the back here, so there are 7 PCIe slots, your I/O area. One thing I did notice, I did like how there was support for 120 millimeter or 140 millimeter. I'm a big fan of the 140 millimeter fans, no pun intended. There's the rubber grommets for external water cooling, but really who uses these? And if you're doing that kind of water cooling on this size of case, I don't know why you would. Just seems kind of odd. Bottom, moving on to the bottom, there is a dust protector, but it's real flimsy. I mean, it gets the job done, but it's not one of those nice tray loading ones like on my Enthoo Lux back there. Big rubber feet for standoffs, or for, you know, getting good airflow from the bottom. So for your power supply, you can get airflow in and exhausted out the back. And let's see what else. Let's move on to the front. So there are two USB 3 audio output, audio input, power button with a satisfying click, same with the reset button. Let's move on to the top. So you have support for 220 millimeter fans. I think I may have said 140, but no, this is only 120 on top. Now I did look into aftermarket all-in-one coolers for this. The H110, no, not 110, that's for the 140 millimeters. The H100, so a 240 millimeter rad. It'll technically fit on here, but what you would have to do, since there's not much clearance with the motherboard, you would really have to get some really low profile RAM. And on the back, now the thing about cable management with this case is it would be horrible, terrible, except you've got this nice big protrusion here, which makes it to where you can just pretty much stuff everything back here. And you know, there are some places to put some zip ties or whatnot, but really in the end what I have is just a big mess of cables, so we'll just slap this on and Bob's your uncle. And some of you are probably wondering, hey, Bob is my uncle. I think everyone has an Uncle Bob. At least everyone I say that to says they have an Uncle Bob. Which is why I say it. This is what we do here. So overall, so you're probably wondering, well, why did you switch? Well, I just wanted a lot more room for airflow. I mean, this one does give good airflow, but I wanted a large radiator. I ended up getting the H115i from Corsair. It wouldn't fit in something like this. I had to get the H80i GT or GTX, which is a good all-in-one cooler. It's perfect and it worked great in this case, but it was still really tight and it really kind of messed with the aesthetics. I didn't really care for that part of it too much. I just wanted more room to work with. I wanted a little bit better cable management because I was going to be adding more stuff down the road. And this is a great beginner case. You know, the build quality is good. Excellent airflow, good airflow options for the beginner, and for the price, it's the best you can get for this. It's the best quality you can get for this price point, and I do highly recommend it. Now, if you're wanting more room, you really have to step up into the larger cases, into the full towers. But for a mid tower, this is about as good as you're going to get. You can, you know, I would have liked to have seen a little bit better support for radiators up here. Maybe some mounts to take out, you know, this 5 1/4 bay. No one really uses these anymore. So yeah, that is my overall assessment. And thanks for watching this review, and I will catch you later.